Vidya, let's begin with the live updates that we're expecting soon to come from Sambhal. But right after 2 days, where the Samajwadi Party and its 15-member delegation was stopped from entering Sambhal, Congress party now is planning to visit the violence-hit town. Now, UP Congress Chief Ajay Rai saying that the party delegation will take stock of the situation and they will be meeting the victims' families to ascertain if this incident was pre-planned by the government. However, it remains to be seen if the Congress delegation would be allowed entry in the first place, since outsiders are still barred from entering Sambhal till the 11th of December. High security deployment that is already seen in Sambhal to ensure peace and that law and order is maintained, and the administration continues to remain on alert mode to see that there is no one who tries to disturb the atmosphere.
संभल की घटना बहुत ही दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है और वहां जाके हम निश्चित तौर से जो वहां का वातावरण पूरी तरीके से इन्होंने दूषित किया हुआ है उसको जाके हम लोग वहां देखेंगे। जो लोग वहां पर जो दिवंगत हुए उनके घर भी जाएंगे। ये पूरी तरीके से सरकार की योजना है, सरकार ने जानबूझ के कराई।
Now remember, it was on Saturday, just 2 days ago, when it comes to the delegation on part of the leaders there in the opposition as well of Samajwadi Party who had attempted to visit the violence-hit area, but it's been over a week and direct instructions that have come in from the Supreme Court that law and order needs to be maintained in Sambhal. We have Pradeep Datta who's joining us live right now. Pradeep, you've seen the situation, what happened with the Samajwadi Party delegation, what happens now with the Congress Party delegation as they too attempt to visit Sambhal.
So far as administration and police is concerned, this delegation is also going to meet the same fate what really happened with the Samajwadi Party delegation, because they've already made it clear that till December 11, nobody from outside will be allowed to vitiate atmosphere in Sambhal. Nobody will be allowed to politicize this issue, because they have already saying that we have to pay a very heavy price when we allowed some people to, they were provoked and that triggered violence, because of which some people lost their lives and many others were critically injured. And this time they are taking no chance and all precautionary measures have been put into place. The proper barricading of the Sambhal has been done. They are trying to ensure that nobody is able to come out to this side. But we have seen that from day one, the war of words and the blame game between different political parties is continuing. So far as Samajwadi Party is concerned, they are calling it a bigger conspiracy where the government is trying to divert attention from the real big issues, and that's why they are trying to create unrest and destabilize situation in Sambhal. But so far as the BJP is concerned, BJP is hitting out at both Samajwadi Party as well as Congress for their duplicity and double standard. They are saying that Congress, on one hand, they want unlimited rights to be given to the Waqf board. On the other hand, they do not want the Hindus to have their own rights so far as the religious places are concerned. They were citing an example that how one of their spokesperson had knocked the doors of the apex court so far as asking for that there should be no more petition for the opening up of the cases as of religious places related to the Hindus. So that's what actually they are saying. So far as this proper delegation of the Congress is concerned, from the party headquarters, they will be starting from Lucknow, and from there they will be moving towards Sambhal, and after meeting the family members and also taking the view of the situation on the ground, they have to submit this report to their party high command. But so far as administration is concerned, they have already made it clear that the area will be properly barricaded. Nobody will be allowed to cross that line and enter inside Sambhal region, and they will also be abiding by the Supreme Court ruling also, because Supreme Court has already instructed that all measures should be taken to ensure communal harmony. We saw that last time when survey team had entered on November 24 inside the Jama Masjid Mosque. Right. That was the time when unruly mobs started pelting stone.
But actually the government looking at the political situation and how the entire issue has been politicized, what is the point exactly when it comes to the opposition parties are trying to prove out here? Knowing that the issue is sensitive, knowing that it's just been a week since violence has been hitting the town as far as of Sambhal is concerned, knowing that there is enough police presence and administration will not allow any delegation, what is the point that they are trying to prove here?
See, Amita, one thing is quite clear, that Congress party is also well aware of the fact that they will not be allowed. But it's like scoring a political brownie point, trying to tell a people that really concerned. But in fact, the government is trying to tell them that you are not really concerned about the people. You are only concerned about your vote bank politics, because you are trying to prove a point that you stand with one particular section. And that's one of the reasons that the BJP is hitting out at the Congress, saying that you stand with the stone pelters. You don't speak for the police karmis who had been taking the stones on their body, because of which many of them got injured. And that way you are setting a very wrong precedence, because there's similar kind of a politics we have seen, Amita, happening in Srinagar also. From Srinagar to Sambhal, the politics remains similar. There also we saw that how the local those Kashmir-centric parties, they had been siding with all those stone pelters, speaking for them, not for the police person and the security agencies maintaining law and order. And here in this particular case also, they are trying to villainize police for the men in uniform, as if men in uniform created a kind of a trouble, not speaking for them. Instead, they are trying to be on the side of stone pelters who were responsible for creating unrest and destabilizing situation. But what is more important is people of Sambhal really understand. That's one of the reasons we saw that on Friday prayers, that all of those locals, they were with the police administration and trying to ensure that all those anti-social elements are kept at bay. They only allowed the people from the Sambhal area visit Jama Masjid Mosque. I think they need to be saluted, because they understand that if we give space to these divisive forces...
So political point here as far as parties in the opposition in UP is concerned, whether be it the delegation from the Samajwadi Party was stopped, let's remain to be seen exactly what would be the fate that would be faced by the Congress Party delegation, which expects to visit Sambhal today. Pradeep Datta continues to be with us. We'll tell you